I really thought this was going to be the easy part. What up, beautiful people? Welcome back to Brew City Builds. If you're a newbie here, my name is Marcel. I've been working down in the basement for what feels like forever, but I think I finally made it to a place where I'm kind of done with the more challenging things and I can start working on the cute design stuff. Finally. If you did watch the last video, you know that the drywall is up and it's ready to be primed and painted. I was debating whether or not I should even make this video since it's just priming and painting, but I said I was going to be doing it step by step, so here we are. I just got back from the store where I got all the goods. I needed a couple gallons of primer since the drywall is super raw dogs. I'm using the Kills 2 since it's good for that, as well as a bunch of rollers and other stuff that I'll be talking about throughout the video. I already taped everything off that needed to be before I went shopping, so now I can get straight to biz on cutting it with a paintbrush. Once I change into my paint clothes anyway.
I just added belt and I'm ready to go.
So yeah, enough talking, let's get to it.
Let's go.
Okay, everything is cutting with 2 coats. I'm moving on to the roller so that way I can get the rest of the primer on the walls. I didn't put a texture on the drywall after I hung it, so I got some 3/4 inch napped rollers in a bigger and smaller size for the little nooks and crannies. So I'm hoping it'll create a bit of a rougher texture since it holds more paint, so I can skip that step.
Lazy!
It worked when I did the drywall in the kitchen, so I'm hoping it does it again. Morning! So it's the next day. I just went down to look at the primer. You know, I was all excited. I was going to start cutting in. But when I went down there, I saw these like visible bumps and divots where the taping and mudding is. Not everywhere, but in certain spots. And I hate it. I know that if I leave it, that'll be the only thing I could see once it's finished. So I just got to the store. I'm going to get some more mud because I'm out, and then I'm going to put that on, sand it, reprime it. I don't even know if the texture would fix it, so I'm not even going to consider doing that. I'm just going to fill these spots and then move forward. I'm not going to film any of this because you already saw me do it in the last video, so I will see you again once all this is done. Okay, we're back where we left off. I went in hard on the mud on the walls, so hopefully all those bumps are gone. Did I want to pull out the compound and do this again?
No!
Definitely not, but I think I'm going to be happy that I did it. Moving on, I'm still a little bit nervous that I'm going to see a line or a bump somewhere, so I made the decision to put a sand texture in the paint. It's already on the soffit on the ceiling, so I think I'm just going to put it on the walls too. I'm using this sand texture that I got off Amazon. I know you can get it at any big box store, but they had next day delivery, so I got it there. I'll link it below just in case you want to check it out. So yeah, we decided on a warm white color called Linen White by BEHR in a flat finish. It's creamy, it's dreamy, and I think it's going to be a really nice contrast to the brown carpet we're having installed. I also think it's going to look really nice with the wood panel wall. I already cut in with this paint, so now it's time to roll it on. I'm not even sure I'm going to show you this part, but if I do, it'll be a super sped up version so I don't bore you. I gotta say, I'm digging this sand texture. I was kind of nervous to commit to it, but it's definitely created some depth on the walls and it feels very 70s.
Sure, Jan.
I ended up doing the first coat with sand, and then the second coat I just used regular paint so that way I could lock it in. So now that that's all done, I'm moving on to the windowsills, the soffits, and all the other little bits. I'm going to be using the sand texture again, but I'm not going to be using it on like the spindles or the window frame or anything like that. I also had some paint color match for that ductwork that's sticking out on the panel wall. I wanted to make sure I got something that was good for metal, so that way when the heater's on in the winter, it won't get weird. Well, that turned out to be way more complicated than I thought it was going to be. Now I know I have to do a texture on the wall after I tape in mud, or I have to use a sand product since I like how that looks. Or I just need to get better at taping and mudding. Either way, I learned something, so that's good. But Ben and I both like the new colors, so we're moving forward. So yeah, next up is the fireplace. I got some really amazing wallpaper that I can't wait to show you. I'm also going to be mounting the TV as well as a couple other things, so that should be fun. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give me some love by hitting that like button. I also like hearing what you think, so let me know in the comment section below. Subscribe, hit that little bell icon if you want to be notified when my next video comes out. If you're still watching at this point, you rule, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment.